Good evening and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It is Monday night. You have tuned in to MATCHFIT Entertainment. That means one thing, that we are streaming the official coverage of Rainlight Racing's LMU Series 3 tonight. It is, I think, round 2, and we're at Sebring. Differences from last season to this season is we do have the hypercars here live for you again this week. And who else? What else do we have live again this week? None other than J-Man back on the mics. Ladies and gentlemen, J-Man.
Yeah, thank you, Davo. Evening viewers. Oh my gosh, it's it is a great feeling to have this platform working again for myself, and shout out to Gunther for jumping down and giving me a bit of a handout. So appreciate all that. But as you mentioned, round 2 here at Rainlight Racing on a Monday night. It is Sebring round 2 and 17 turns and 6 kilometres of goodness around here, and goodness gracious, I tell you what, it's my first visual witness to these hypercars. Obviously 2 classes out here for this season.
Yes,
and fantastic. I mean, 300k an hour down the Ullman Straight, tipping it into Sunset Bend, turn 17.
It's next level, isn't it?
It's a sight to behold. I had a quick chat to one of the drivers earlier, just trying to get my head around a little bit of the anomalies around the hypercar with the regen and the battery system, and we'll touch a little bit more on that as we get through the broadcast. But qualifying is underway, I believe.
It is, J-Man.
So we will pick up, I think, straight off the bat. Does very much look like...
Okay, so first half of qualifying, obviously hypercars out first for the first 10 minutes in a 20-minute qualifying, J-Man. Now we see the usual suspects, only 5 entries like there was last week. I think we might have had an early retirement last week in Shane Frodido, but Look, Shane back again this week. Early retirement or not last week, he's just like, yeah, no, I've got this. And he's back again. So we've got Will Dixon, Gunther Rowe, Chris Fraser, Shane, and Nathan Bewley out on track at the moment. Cameras on the BMW, Will Dixon. Gunther Rowe, I have been just quietly informed, is driving the Ferrari. It was just so camouflaged last week. I could hardly see the car. I didn't know what was going on, but it's clearly a Ferrari. Look at the wing package on that freaking thing. There is some serious aero going on that car.
R&D there, mate. Bit of R&D there for sure. But hey, shout out to the boys too. G'day, George. To see you tuning in, and Isaac also. Chris
Fraser in the Porsche, J-Man. Shane, I think, running around in is it the Caddy? Yes, and then Bewley in one. It's a Toyota, I think.
Yeah. So all manufacturers represented, I believe.
Absolutely.
I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Oh, who knows?
There, but
there's 5.
We've got 5 out of 5. So good to see all the manufacturers being represented here tonight. And look, these things, like I said, they are fantastic. There's a bit of a few nuances around them with their regen package that they run on these, and so what they do have over, I guess, the GT3s is these guys do have they are a hybrid system, so expect in this trim, quality trim, they will be using a lot more battery than they'll be regenerating. Now, what does that mean? So the regen package on these and all the controls are very customizable by the driver in real time. So if they want to dump the battery and get all the power they can, if they're in full race trim and they're playing on the long game, they can tune it back and grab a bit of regen and save it for the battle if you like. But there you go. You have the first one up is a 150.996 from Will Dixon, but the fast man from official practice was Gunther Rowe. He was, I think, clocking somewhere in the 147s. So we're going to see this totem, albeit a little bit short at the moment because it's a 5-car field of these things. It is going to light up.
Yeah, definitely. And look, even again, like you're saying, there's only 5 of these guys out here, but we saw them race very closely last week as well. So everybody is up to speed. Pretty much anybody that's decided to take the hypercar has got their head around it to a certain extent. And we will touch on, like J-Man was just explaining, some of this regen malarkey that these guys have got at their disposal, and we will theorise obviously throughout the race, which is I think 75-minute, I think, yes, tonight again. I think throughout the season, actually 75-minute races, no CPS, but these guys will not go the full distance. Just watching Gunther just tipping it into turn 1 there, and like even with all that aero, when you're at Sebring, it gets a little bit loose. I tell you, it's a bumpy place.
I reckon there was some sandbags I was watching coming out the cars in between practice 1 and Q1, because Dixie's gone a 47.1, Bewley 47.5, Fraser 47.7, Votto on an 8.0, and Gunther on an 8.1. So still plenty more to come. Great question there, Teggy. Is it possible to change the timing tower that the GT3s aren't showing multiple laps down? I think it is, mate. I think you've just got to go a little faster and stay on the lead lap. I'm pretty sure that's actually not possible. So I'll leave that in Davo's capable hands and see if he's got any buttons.
We will try. We'll work on that. We'll work on that throughout the night. Limited options. Just quickly before I promise anything. But yes, Will Dixon in the BMW, J-Man setting the pace so far. Nathan Bewley in provisional second, Chris Fraser, Shane Fodden, and Gunther Rowe in that mad-looking Ferrari, the 580 car.
Oh, very, very cool. Very cool looking car. Where is Gunther Rowe now? Okay, so he's just coming down into Sunset Bend now. About to come up. He not so good sector 1, but a personal best in sector 2. Runs it right out to the wall. Coming through. It's an 8.5. It's an 8.5 for Gunther Rowe, so he still needs plenty more out of that thing. Just having a look. He's relatively fueled lightly for this session, but in comparison to maybe, just look at our top man at the moment. Yeah, he's probably similar fuel on board as Will Dixon.
Bewley.
Regen and HY isn't as exciting as F1. It's just about fuel economy and strat. Okay, I was led to believe that it had very little to do with fuel economy in this platform. I
thought it was more about the power.
Well, yeah, I thought that it didn't alter. Well, I guess, hey, look, if they're using, not sure, if they're using more battery, you'd think they'd use less fuel, but maybe it's all about dumping horsepower. But anyway, we've got what we've got. We only have got around about 2 minutes 50 left, and we do see Gunther Rowe around. And where has he gone around? He's gone up around Tower Turn. So that's after the Cunningham and Collier curves up around the mid-sector of the racetrack. So, albeit you mentioned the big fancy Euro package can be tested, apparently.
Oh, well, look, and if there's any place that's going to test it, J-Man, it's the the bumpy conditions at freaking Sebring, my friend. Look, you can have all the aero you like, but I tell you, the wheels are still going to be on the ground to make it work.
Yeah, they do.
So, but yeah, Gunther not phased there, just gets that car back on track, settles it down, probably just monitoring those tyre temps there, and
Bewley here. Sorry, mate.
Continues on and carries on. Is that Bewley in the Toyota? Yeah, nice work.
Goes at 46.997, so Magenta Sector 1 and Sector 3.
Oh, nice work from Bewley. Puts it on the top with a 46.997. Anybody think he was in a Porsche?
Chris Fraser still owns Sector 2, but Bewley has Sector 1 and Sector 3, so good stuff out there. Boys are really trading. So under 2 tenths between first and second, just under half a second back to Chris Fraser for third, back to a second off the pace of the provisional pole sitter for Shane Fodderdo, and then 1.1 seconds away from Gunther Rowe. But I can't help but think that Gunther Rowe may jag one here. What's he got? He's got about 1:10.
I agree, George. And Isaac. Bewley took the sandbags out. We're loving it.
Okay, there you go. Those of you that are not reading the comments, thank you, Zemaru. I do appreciate the interaction. So, Regen and Vipers is, I understand it, alters the battery / fuel split so that more battery is used to use less fuel at the expense of your ERS. Deploying faster power output doesn't vary. Okay, that was how Gunther explained it. Well, he's a bit of a guru, so Gunther's out driving a bit. I think he's pushing that thing hard. He can see the clock, George, and oh, it's Mitch. That's Mitch. Okay. All right. Gunther, what's he got? What's the clock saying? 12 seconds. He's going to get one more in. This could be critical.
Yes.
P4.
Yeah, with 5 seconds. He probably had 6 or 7 seconds actually as he went line. Anyway, there, and nice work. I think Dixon and Bewley were obviously ahead of him as well. So these guys still circulate. Robbie Mitchell leading the GT3s out.
Yeah, they're out now. It's their time to shine. So you stick with that. Maybe I'll just watch the back end of this lap. We still have got 3 hypercars out progressing at the moment. Nothing to be said of Bewley's time. However, Will Dixon's gone magenta in Sector 1. So, and magenta in Sector 2. So as those guys are cycling up, I'll just stick with this, Davo, and just see what equates here, because we've still got Dixie.
Look, we will jump on it pretty quickly, because this will happen extremely quickly. They are in the hypercars, so this will all break down very quickly. Will Dixon in the BMW. Relegated to second by Nathan Bewley there. a
he
few
looks
laps
good. This
ago.
could threaten the
It
front
looks
row
very
here.
solid here, and Bewley will have his work cut out for him.
There you go, to the top on a 47.761, is it?
Oh, I got a 46.761.
Sorry, yep, dyslexia, something going on. Reading
There's
stuff
something
backwards. You got it.
It's okay.
Gunther Rowe, what's his look like? So, Sector 1, Sector 2, not super flash.
Nathan
Okay,
just coming around as well. And I don't think any improvement either. So, the boys, done and dusted, as the GT cars get the track to themselves. A little bit of shuffling, a little bit of throwing in the background here as these guys just going, yeah, I want this space. No, no, you go first. No, 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 I'm going last. But either way, here we go, a little bit of tyre warming. So we basically, I think Robbie Mitchell's already taken, but Lee Perkins, Wozniak, and Hayden Teggles there in the Ferrari. Right tucked in behind there, that is Ryan Clemens, J-Man in that little group of cars. But Robbie Mitchell already through.
Oh, he's lighting up
He's
the
off.
page too.
Yeah,
he's lighting up the page. He's magenta sector 2 again. Greg, personal best sector 1. So about to see maybe an improvement there. We're looking at 2:10.371. Davo.
Yes.
Are you able on your app to uncheck the hypercar box at the top left, or over on the right on the top left, to just drop those guys out of this qualifying session? Does that work for you? Just to clarify things for these guys during qualifying.
Like that.
It'll probably be about a 9-second delay on the stream, but it might just create a little bit of clarity around the totem while we're out there at the moment.
Oh, we didn't like that. Stand by.
Ooh, no, it didn't. Okay, so Robbie Mitchell, 2:10.3.
I'm not going to click that button again.
You know what I was talking about, eh? The red box and the green box.
I got it, and I clicked it, and we all saw.
Okay, all right. Okay, I don't do that. Mine clearly works different to yours. Anywho, what do we got?
We're back, ladies and gentlemen.
Goddard to the top now. Takes the Ferrari to provisional pole with a 2:09.1. Remember, we just saw laps of 46s being posted in the hypercar. Now we're back to the GT3s. Stuff just calmed down a little bit here now. It looks a little bit, a bit more sedate. I'm sure it's still pretty hectic behind the wheel of one of these things, but
definitely
sitting up here in the comms box, it's we've got a little bit more time.
Yeah, looking pretty easy. Robbie Mitchell sneaking that position back.
Oh, we did. So they're trading. These boys are trading. So he got
Lee
sector
Perkins
2 and sector 3.
Just quietly, J-Man.
Tiggy to the top.
And in the Ferrari sneaks one in there as well. Who's behind?
Behind Hayden?
Yeah. It's not Robbie
Can't
Fox.
see anyone behind him. Not on track.
So next across the line, Isaac Ichikawa. I think Robbie Fox just tucked in behind him as well. Both across the start-finish line there. Ichikawa to the top, J-Man. Very nice.
Very nice.
In the Lexi with the silver fern emblazoned down the side of it. Very, very nice looking car. So the boys going at it. Tags pipped by Ichikawa there in the last lap. Robbie Mitchell still circulating in the Bilstein. 36 BMW. Lee Perkins actually not too far behind in the number 60 Bumblebee Lamborghini there.
Yep.
Hard to miss. Oh, look, we've got a couple of others in the background. Obviously, Ryan Clemens, Sam Wozniak as well, currently holding down 14th provisionally on the board.
Yeah, 9th in class. So you got Goddard over Bone. Hang on, sorry, apologies. Goddard over Ichikawa over Mitchell. Okay, so Goddard. What was that? I'm just seeing Hayden Tegg. Must have just completed another lap. Was that a personal best?
Yeah, so Teggs and Goddard
203.
pipping Ichikawa there, Jay. So nice work. Ichikawa actually just coming to the final corner now.
Yeah, tucked up and behind the Aston.
He's actually showing a second on his little number plate there, but he shows third on my data.
He's showing first now.
Well, he's definitely showing first now. So a little bit of delay in the update on the boards there. Goddard also showing first. So yeah, nice work. Ichikawa in the left side. George Goddard. It's not over yet. James still out on track with, what have we got? A couple of minutes left to go. These guys will, well, Goddard particularly will get another lap. Just rounding the final corner.
Ichikawa's really rolled out of it. He's just out there. Just circulating, and I wonder if he realises based on where he's in the line, he could maybe have another one here.
Got out of the top. Gets Ichikawa. I think Ichikawa's backed right off, so...
Yeah, no, he's away again now, mate. He's into it. He just seen that time come up on the totem, and he's into it.
He's got it.
He's got to cross the line.
He's got to get back across the line. That's exactly right. So he'll be working hard there. Teggles provisionally third in class.
And two personal best sectors as well for Hayden Tegg as well is more important as he comes down the Almond Straight into Sunset Bend, the final turn, 17. Chucks it in there, super fast entry.
Tricky stuff.
Really solid. Lee Perkins gets out the way. Here comes Tegg. Two personal best sectors.
Here we go.
Make of this? Currently sitting P4 in class. Goes to third with a 203.
So that was
triple three.
So that was Mitchell that had just snuck him out of the top three anyway. So he was sort of looking, obviously, for a front row finish. Oh well, classification there. Still just misses out there. That was Lee Perkins in the background. If you just saw that backer shot there, ladies and gentlemen, in the Lamborghini coming out of T1.
Importantly, Isaac Ichikawa is coming down to the final turn to get on another lap. 30 seconds just under on the clock left to go.
Yeah.
George has done a 202.803, Mitch. So he is the first guy into the 202 bracket. What can Isaac deliver with effectively his last lap as he crosses the line with just around 15 seconds to go?
Yeah, so nice work. George Goddard actually not too far behind him, just running down the straight there.
Robbie Mitchell on a personal best 2 through sector 1, so the times are still lighting up. They're getting a lot out of these tyres.
Tags has put it in the pits. He's done. Mitchell's still out, Jamie. Where is Mitchell actually?
Out. Yeah, personal best sector 1, not his personal best in sector 2, but I'll be interested to see what sector 1 looks like for Ichikawa. Didn't get a read on it. Should have been. Okay, was a personal best for Ichikawa in sector 1. So what did he go? He went a 46.2, I think, somewhere around there. Versus 46.1 for Goddard. So he's within a 10th through the first part of this racetrack. Robbie Mitchell, what does Robbie Mitchell do? He goes up to P2 now. Comes in with a beautiful, with nice a clutch 202.988. So a lot of work to do now. Ichikawa doesn't go as good as he has done through Sector 2. Only goes through there with 32.698. Plays a 32.6 for Mitchell and a 32.8 actually for Goddard. So he's actually better than Goddard through Sector 2. Be all about this final part of the track. Goddard lost the 10th in the final sector. Yeah, you
Goddard in the pits.
Yeah, he's just typing in the chat. He knows where his weakness is in the lap, but has he done enough through Sector 1 and Sector 2 to hold on to this?
Well, we're going to soon find out, ladies and gentlemen. Qualifying timer has run down.
Good rub on the wall, Power out of turn 17. Did that cost him? It got him up to P2 with a 2:02.9. Just puts himself on the effectively in class on the front row with the GT3s. However, they are 6th and 7th outright. Beautiful qualifying, lads. Well done. Take it, Bell. Kept us on our toes. How do you like that, Davo?
Impressive. GT3s delivering at the end. It's seriously, qualifying is a race. I tell you, it goes right down to the wire. Just very exciting when you get these super competitive guys hitting it out, J-Man, and responding to each other's times. It's great to watch, and yeah, good, healthy rivalry between these boys. Wait till we go green on the race.
Fantastic stuff. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, thanks once again, Rainlight Racing, for putting on another fantastic series to round out the back end of this year. So much going on here at MatchFit Entertainment. You know, we've got this on a Monday night. We're back again Tuesday, back Wednesday, and back Thursday, Davo. Hectic week, but mate, what a great time to be a part of this sim racing malarkey.
Absolutely, absolutely. Quick run through positions. Obviously, Will Dixon on the top with Nathan Bewley joining him on the front row of the grid. Chris Fraser, Gunther Rowe, second. Pardon the pun, Gunther Rowe, second row. Shane Fodado rounding out the 5th of the hypercars, sharing row 3 with George Goddard, who actually put that Ferrari up the porty end in the GT3 class. So sitting in 6th position there. And then we have Isaac Ichikawa, Robbie Mitchell, Hayden Tegg, Lee Perkins, Sam Wozniak, Ryan Clemens, Robbie Fox, and Jason Bone. I don't know whether Jason's here. Is Jason here?
Yep.
Then we got Harry Lawrence and Watkins, and maybe it's the rest of them that aren't here on my list. I think that's what it is. Okay, we got it. Where do we got? 14 strong. More. 16. 15, 16. I don't know. We'll work it
16 out. And 8. Watkins there, P16.
As we see the cars go to grid. Oh, we didn't talk points. Points. Just quickly here, we'll flash them up for you. So speed read, ladies and gentlemen. Lawrence, Crossland not here tonight. Costas Makalos not starting as well. So we got Goddard and Mitchell and Wozniak and Dawson. Dawson not starting tonight. Tags, Lee Perkins and Mr. Rue rounding out the top 10 in the GT class. Jason, Robbie, Watkins, Clemens, Hertz, Ichikawa, and Marnie rounding out the 17 GT3 cars. And just quickly, look at this. We've even got a little special hypercar list there for you fast guys.
Firth's artwork, mate.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you very much, Nick Picasso, Firth. Awesome work. So Will Dixon, Nathan Bewley, Chris Fraser, Gunther Rowe, and Shane Fodado, first, second, and third. And definitely a big thank you to Firth. Puts a lot of work in the background to make this look slick as ever for Rainlight Racing here tonight, and obviously on a day-to-day basis for MatchFit Entertainment. There is the calendar, ladies and gentlemen. This is only round 2. It is Sebring, so we've got plenty more racing yet to come throughout the rest of the series. 4 more rounds after this: Imola, Silverstone, Spa, and Le Mans, which will be freaking amazing with the hypercars on the grid. Can't wait to see that. Let us get to some friggin' footage here. Here it is. Can I get a helicam? Probably not, but we're gonna give it a crack.
Yeah, I did see a chopper earlier, mate. If you can
Here
patch yourself 3 of them, you'll have a pretty good wide pan, I reckon.
We've got something going on here. Chris Fraser, so Will Dixon, Nathan Bewley, Chris Fraser, Gunther Rowe, Shane Fodado. Oh, what a field of cars here. The Hyper's up the front. All G'd up. Gunther. The Ferrari down the inside, looks, has a big look, a little bit of a lock, keeps it together. The Cadillac.
Yeah, equally so for the Ferrari and the Lexus in behind as well. They also for the GT3s were trading down into one. So much going on here.
And it's actually still going on. It's still going on here. 3 wide, Lee Perkins. I think that was Perkins on Lawrence.
Yeah, look, no, Lawrence got a good start. He's on the move. And Firth called it. Watch for Harry Lawrence to...
it was Perkins Fox. It was Perkins Fox. And just behind is Bone and Watkins. So those guys were side by side. 2 rows running through all that curly stuff at the beginning there, that first second. Very, very hectic stuff at the beginning of this race. The boys at the top just trying to settle in. Goddard, Ichikawa, Hayden Teg, Robbie Mitchell and Wozniak rounding out that top 5. Who is out in front in the Hypers? Will Dixon, of course.
Yeah, he's got Bewley for company though. They have definitely, they're trading, and then we go back to Rowe and Fraser and Gunther, Shane Fodado got a little bit dropped off the start.
He did.
So just maybe in the wrong mode or something, but he's got some work to do. But Goddard and Ichikawa out the front. We get back to T. And then it gets busy again with, well, it actually gets busy with Wozniak and Mitchell. What else we got? You called that battle early. Lee Perkins. Where is... Okay. Just picking up on Harry Lawrence. So he's currently sitting P6 in class, and he can see the whole field of GT3s in front of him. But look at the gap that the Hypers have got already.
Oh,
Davo.
it's amazing.
They are just gone.
Oh, yeah, just next level. As we pick up out of the windscreen cam by the looks of Sam Wozniak.
Okay, yep.
I think it is, or it's Lawrence, or yeah, I think it is Wozniak. Mitchell in just
Here
ahead.
Harry Lawrence on Wozniak. Gonna get it. Oh, and he sweeps across the nose. Man, that was aggressive, but he must have known he was clear. He absolutely came across the nose of Sam Wozniak. He said, no, I'm taking that line a little bit sideways on exit, but yeah, gets it done. So he is on the move.
Yeah, so no mucking around from Lawrence. And no surprise, J-Man, it's all class, is Harry Lawrence. We saw it while he was circulating in the Porsche last season, and here he is. Change of brand, but still all class. Chasing down Robbie Mitchell now. J-Man, Hayden Tank out in front of that. Isaac Ichikawa and George Goddard. Let us get a little bit of a sticky beak up the front here. We have literally got 2 races going on here, ladies and gentlemen, so we just got to
what has happened to Gunther Rowe?
Between the 2. Gunther, good question. Oh, he's gone back behind the Cadillac of Shane Fodado, so he's had a little bit of a slip up there somewhere.
Yep.
car always looking twitchy, even with that massive aero package on it. Yeah, still look a little bit twitchy, but maybe it's just Sebring things. Who knows? So
could be. Now Harry Lawrence back to the GT3s has literally got Robbie Mitchell in the crosshairs now
already. Yeah,
he is moving.
Yeah. Yeah. No, just watch Lawrence now. On this guy, when he is hooked up, incredibly quick.
Look at the wider line here. Look to come down and pick up the throttle a bit harder on exit here.
And how early was that throttle pickup, J-Man? My God, it's like car lengths. On the outside though.
Yeah, he's on the wrong side here, but how big is he under brakes?
Yeah, nice work from both of those drivers there, Mitchell. Well aware.
Yeah, good driving from Robbie there. Just to shut the door and say, no, see what you did there, but not this time.
Yeah, I can see what you're trying to do there, but not this time. That's exactly right.
Now these hypercars, as I mentioned earlier, they are getting to around the 300k mark as they come down the Allman Straight, heading for the final sweeper of Sunset. Just saw Gunther Road there, hitting the high 290s, lining up Shane Florido out of the final turn. It's in the slipstream. Like I said, there's modes here. There's modes that these guys can work with if they're in battle trim. But it looked like that Cadillac down the front straight there was up to task. But look at the lateral grip that Gunther had through
amazing. Oh, a little lock from Florido there. Made him vulnerable. Row.
I mean, everything would be happening so fast on these cars, so to set up a pass will be certainly, you'd have to be certain about it. Another little pinch of the brake there down into there. A couple of, actually both of them just pinching the brakes down into the right-hander there. Harry Lawrence on the outside once again. Sorry, Robbie Mitchell. Robbie Mitchell drives down the inside. Can Harry drive underneath him through turn one?
Same section of track here. He's got the inside run into this little complex. Oh, gets it done again.
Nice. Man, that Lexus looks absolutely stunning.
Oh, and so hooked up, J-Man. Picking up the wheels on the curb. Not afraid to get right up on the inside edges of this extremes of the track here, and now he has Hayden Tagg in the crosshairs.
Right, so Dixie just pulling away a little bit from Bewley. So Dixie got a handle on this thing now. I just want to see this lap time, what he comes across as. He's currently in there on 48.2, lowers that to a 48.0, and that's a 48.8 for Nathan Bewley, so around about nearly 0.8 of a second just that lap alone. So it shows you Will Dixon has got a real good handle on this car right now. Ichikawa is settled in. He does, I think he did have previously the fastest GT3 lap. Just have a check and see if he's still got it. Yes, he does, a 2:03.13. And he is right on the back of George Goddard now, so Goddard has got something to think about. Harry Lawrence obviously clearing Robbie Mitchell. He's got a bit of an air gap. He's got around about, just trying to see, he's got about 2.2 seconds to make up to Hayden Tagg. So Teggles will be aware of that Lexus coming, Davo.
No doubt. It's left a little bit of a wake behind him as he's easily stuck past both Sam Wozniak and Robbie Mitchell there.
Yeah,
in a couple of BMWs. So
2:04.0 for Hayden Tagg that lap round, 2:03.5 for Harry Lawrence.
Half a second in that, mate. So
yeah, he is on the gas. He's on about nearly the same pace as the front two. So
the front two, but not the Will Dixon, Nathan Bewley front two.
No,
just quietly.
And if you hear me call that, it'll be about all in class, because those guys out the front, they're doing 48s, 0 is the best for Will Dixon. I'll tell you what, we're going to see some hypers start to come through some GD3s, I reckon, by about 3/4 way through this lap.
Well, we
Maybe
saw
halfway.
it, I think we saw it last week at about a little under 10 laps, or was it 10 laps or 10 minutes? I'm not sure.
They're gonna catch them on lap 6 here, mate.
Because where are we now? We are 10 minutes, pretty much 30 seconds away from 10 minutes.
Yep.
So
Ichikawa, he is hunting. Harry Lawrence has caught Tig. Tig with a wiggle on the way out of the corner as well. So that's the personal best sector 1. Sorry, it's a session best for the GD3s for Harry Lawrence through sector 1. Sector 2 is magenta as well, so Harry Lawrence has got this thing wound up, starting to hone in on Hayden Tegg, who we know is a handy steerer as well. I'm interested to see the lap times between the two class leaders in GD3, George Goddard and Isaac Ichikawa, as they are nose to tail as they come out of Sunset onto the main straight, Dave-O. What are we looking at? 2:03.308 for Ichikawa and a 2:03.5 for Goddard.
oh no, that is Teggle's unforced error through 1 there.
Oh, I see that, yep.
So Lawrence through, Robbie Mitchell through as well. We were just
There
looking
was
over
that
the
as well.
rear wing of Tegg's car there, just watching Lawrence take that traditional wide line there, looking for that over-under.
Yeah, gets to pick up the throttle very, very hard on exit because the car's a lot straighter. So
It's
he's compromised the line in and then driven it out straighter. And I'll tell you what,
It's working.
it worked, yeah, it definitely worked, but unfortunate for Teggy there because
I just think Tex might have been a little bit distracted, or might have even tried to cover it a little bit there, and really did not work.
Shane Foto with an incident there. Was that coming round?
Looks good here.
One of the GD3 cars.
He looks good, as does Gunther.
He's just recovered from a rotation, mate. I just picked up the spin.
Oh, so they both go? Both Shane and Gunther?
Shane was well ahead of Gunther, mate. He'd pulled away.
Oh, there you
Gunther
go.
was struggling with some stuff, but he was just coming around.
So, no such luxury for Will Dixon, who still has Bewley hot on his heels. So, there's no respite here.
Oh, Gunther Rowe, got
Dixon.
a run at Shane.
Dixon now starting to navigate that lap traffic, as does Bewley. Bewley, well, it's a bit of a lottery here. Sometimes these boys, because their first car rolls through, they know there quite possibly might be a second one coming and they check their mirrors. Not always the case. You can see Chris Fraser in the background in the Porsche hypercar. And it won't be long before he catches onto that. Gunther has, looks like, gone around. I didn't see him back a shot with Shane Foto, though. Then he is well back, actually. So he's had another bit of a slip up there. George Goddard, Ichikawa, not far behind. These guys, look how close the two lead cars are in the GT3 class here. Harry Lawrence, and Harry Lawrence is saying, hang on, I was invited to that party.
Oh no, he's coming. He's coming.
He's well on his way.
Albeit it was unclassified last lap, but I think it hasn't come up as the fastest lap because maybe there's a little bit of track limits in it. He did just run a 2:02.865 versus their 2:03.5 and a 2:03.3, I think it was. Last lap round, get a read on that. Yes, it was. So just double check that. Last lap rounds was 2:03.5 for Ichikawa and a 2:03.4 for Goddard versus Harry Lawrence's 2:02.8 with some questionable lines.
Well, it's Sebring.
Yeah, Sebring things.
Sebring things.
I tell you what, Shane Fodderlow has been let off the hook a couple of times already in this opening first 10 minutes because he's had a couple of really challenging moments and he's struggling under brakes in this thing. I reckon he needs to pull the brake bias back a little bit because he's inside locking through so many of these hard braking corners.
Yeah, we've seen it a few times with Shane on camera.
Look at that. Will Dixon passes Harry Lawrence. So that is Will Dixon, the leader, passing up to third.
Up to third.
The GT3s.
There you go. And that is 15 minutes in, ladies and gentlemen. So there you go. Already up to that third position. And I think I've fixed the tower. I think, did we get a request somewhere saying to show timing all the way down through? I think I did a thing. There you go.
Nice. Good work, mate. You ask and you should receive. Look at the speed difference here. Will Dixon goes through on George Goddard. Got to get their timing right because at times it's 50, 60, maybe 70k an hour difference on whatever part of the track they're on.
Yeah, they're coming in hot. Look, and all drivers are going to be so conscious and onto what is going on around them here. So yeah,
Nathan Bewley now just about to round up these two GT3 cars. Grabs Ichikawa, lines up.
That's Goddard.
And he'll just do them under acceleration.
So that's the two. That's the two lead cars there. So Dixon already passed those two. So that is a full lap field now. 15 minutes into the race. A little over 15 minutes into the race.
Teague now, after just recovering after that spin, still got his sight set on Sam Wozak, so he's just probably just had to settle back down and try and get his focus back, and you know that'll make you guess when he turns into turn one every time whether the thing's going to stick or not. So
well,
I'll just stick with him for the last corner of the race and then see just how tentative he is into turn one this time around.
I'll be honest, I think he was a little distracted of Lawrence just ranging up on him. I reckon he looked in the mirror and went, is he here already? And just caught him off guard there. Easily done. Again, Sebring things, very, very bumpy circuit. You really got to have your wits about you as we just see the Cadillac sneak past.
Got it out, yep. So here we go. This is where it got away on him a lap before. He still takes that shallow line.
A bit gun shy, I think.
Yeah,
maybe.
looks good though. Looks good. He made a little bit of ground there on Sam.
Yeah, still plenty of work to do for these boys, but Teg's recovering. So where is he actually?
He is
Sixth in the GT class. Yep. And 10th overall. So nice work from Teggles. Even with the spin here, we'll get back to Bewley just quietly in the Toyota. Dixon out the front in that BMW. Oh, look, I'm torn between the Beamer, looks-wise, for a hypercar, because I'm not a massive, well, I'm not a hypercar fan, but looks-wise, I am torn between the BMW and Chris Fraser, the Porsche, but, you know, it's Porsche.
Yeah.
It's a Porsche, Paul.
Yeah, I'm all about the caddy for me.
Oh, the caddy. Okay. There you go. Something different. That's something. And we obviously can't go past. Oh, where's he gone? Gunther Road. Oh, DNF for Gunther Road. What the hell, J-Man? I didn't see that.
Okay, I didn't see that either.
And that was the Ferrari. So Ferrari. Amazing looking car with the wildest aero package I think I've seen, even on a hypercar. So that's a shame for, oh bloody hell, Gunther Road. Didn't see that one coming at all. Did have a couple of slip ups a little bit earlier through the race as we just see the caddy actually sneak past Lawrence there, J-Man.
Yeah, and I'm just monitoring this gap for Lawrence. He's 4.7 seconds off the back of Ichikawa, and I'll tell you what, it's closing. It is definitely closing. He started from a long way back, and he's got pace. Last lap round for him was a 2:03.454.
There you go.
Ichikawa's 2:03.9, and then obviously Goddard's 2:03.8. So he's
very
continuously carrying, you know, between 4 and 6 tenths from my recollection.
Easily, mates. Let's just sneak through the rest of the field, which will start from Watkins in 15th in the Mighty McLaren. Jason Bone in one of the Aston Martins. Lee Perkins in the Bumblebee in 13th. Robbie Fox, Ryan Clements in one of the Ferraris.
Sorry, Davo. Cut away. It's Ichikawa up the
on
inside.
Goddard. Having a big look at Goddard. Goddard's not going to give it to him. And he's still got one more corner here to defend it before they go down the straight there into Sunset. There is contact. It's a drag race. I reckon Goddard got out of that. That got way too personal.
But it chopped that gap from 4.7 seconds for Harry Lawrence down to 2.2 while they were in.
Oh, no surprise. No surprise. Those guys trading not only places but paint at the end of that little exchange there, J-Man. And now you can clearly see Lawrence in the background in the Lexus.
Time 2:06.4 plays Harry Lawrence's 2:03.4. So that's the difference. That's where the 2 seconds come from. The second they started trading, and I reckon there's going to be more of that. So more of that over the next 6 to 12 Ks. So that's 1 to 2 laps is going to invite Harry Lawrence big time to this party. Up the front, Will Dixon holds a very healthy 5.2 second lead over Nathan Bewley. Fraser got another 18 seconds back from that, I think. And then Fodado, they've dumped Fodado to the tune of about 40 seconds. And obviously you mentioned unfortunate DNF there for Gunther Rowe, Davo.
Yeah, Ferrari out in the hypers. So we just stick with it. Ichikawa, George Goddard, exchange.
Good battle.
You can now see the top 3 GT3 class cars in camera shot together. And it's on.
It is very much on.
Look, and these guys, mate, they're going to bring their own game. If that's their own game, it's not good enough, because I can just see it now. Lawrence is going to just gobble these 2 guys up.
Sorry for the gas, mate. I was just watching Hayden Tegg, just about to comment that he's starting to feel his flow again. He got right on the back of Sam Wozniak, and the thing just broke loose on exit through the left-hander. Coming around the back there, I think it was out of Bishop Bend, and it just was not compliant as he picked up the right pedal on the way out, and it's just created an air gap again. Sorry, mate, that was what the gas was, because I was just seeing the progression and the flow starting to happen again for Teggy, but it just unstuck him again. So probably just a little bit of setup, dampening rebound or something with that Ferrari over the curbs, over the bumps, sorry, and it's just not happy.
So Tegel just struggling to recover there. Thanks for the update, J-Man. As we get back up the pointy end, out over the roof of Harry Lawrence's car as he starts to chase down first and second position. This is going to get very hot before the end of this lap. Guaranteed.
Yeah.
These guys have actually been circulating extremely quickly, Ichikawa and Goddard. Obviously we had Mitchell and Tagg, the likes of Taggs as well.
Yep.
on the early stage of the race. But these guys really have stepped out and kept it really solid. They've been literally inseparable the whole race. But now the game's changing. The game's changing because Mr. Lawrence has joined the chat. Here we go. Oh, look at how wide. We're just still over the roof cam of Lawrence there, but you can see Ichikawa extremely wide on the run out.
The Ferrari's mid-corner looks really good, but the drive traction of the Lexus looks impressive. But the mid-corner on the Ferrari looks very, very good. Just watch him close up here. Goddard there just ranges up.
Yep.
Watch the drive traction here of the Lexus. Just so good. Just squats down and gets off the corner beautifully.
It's almost like it's a power delivery thing. It's like the torque of that particular engine.
That's
not
taxi,
it's not just the grip levels.
Oh man, these guys are operating at
close.
such a high quality level right now. They are
It doesn't get much better, mate.
literally waiting for a mistake from each other. They are banging very, very good lap times. Give you a run on that. Ichikawa last lap round was a 2:04.2. Goddard was a 2:03.7. And Harry Lawrence was a 2:03.6. So the guy on first happened to be the slowest in the lap, but he's still got the commanding position.
Yeah.
Fresh air.
Goddard, it looks like you could clearly see him switch from concentrating on what was in front of him to his rearview mirror there. And look at the gap immediately from Goddard to Ichikawa.
Right, and look at the gap to Harry Lawrence. G'day, Pete Dawson.
Wow.
Missing you out there tonight, but cheers for tuning into the stream. Yeah, and that's all it takes, isn't it, David? Just that one little flicker.
Yeah, I mean, it's just where do you focus your energy on? Goddard, meat in the sandwich, couple of taxis back and front. Geez, you just want to watch that, don't you? So, but Goddard, yeah, definitely working. What does he focus on? His rearview mirror. Does he need to defend from Lawrence? More than likely. Does he still want to attack Ichikawa? Most definitely, J-Man.
Yeah, look, I think probably at this point of time, the boys have probably just settled in. There's a pit stop to come. You know, can this thing be won or lost down pit lane? Definitely.
For sure.
You know, when they're covered by 1 second for the first 3 cars, I think it's pretty fair to say that you know, anything could happen from this point. As Harry Lawrence very, very wide through turn 1. Uses up every bit of real estate.
Yeah, even with that wide line in and that early pick up on the throttle, we were actually in car. Oh, and he's turned it.
Commentator's curse. We have absolutely done him.
Done him a mischief.
Yep.
As he gets that car, luckily a fairly healthy gap back to Robbie Mitchell. And Lawrence will have to
now for Harry Lawrence.
go through all that again. But like I was saying, even with the line that Lawrence is taking, we were on board with Lawrence the lap before, and he does get right out wide on the exit of that with that early throttle pickup. Hey, look, J-Man, there's other people here. There's the Will Dixons in this race. Come on.
Coming back through the field for another time, mate. So he just went past Robbie Mitchell, so he's heading on up towards Dixie heading towards Harry Lawrence again. 15
minutes we saw him lap the field, so we'd expect it at 30 minutes, which is where we're coming up to very quickly. They would be through the field twice, and that's exactly what we can see here. Nathan Bewley just rounding up young Mitchell as well. Chris Fraser in the background in the Porsche, and Shane Frodo well back in the Cadillac, but still circulating and keeping it real in the number 30 freaking whatever that is, Hertz Cadillac. Oh yeah, bloody Gunther Rowe out in that Ferrari. So unfortunate for Gunther. There.
Tips it into the final turn at 299k.
Oh, just
down, and then gets it going again, gets all the way up to 288k an hour before turn 1. Tips it in there through there at about 180k an hour through turn 1. It is phenomenal speeds out of these things.
Next level. So that's the boys. Obviously, Dixie already sneaking past Lawrence there, and there goes Bewley as well. So they will be on top of the leaders at any moment, and so that is pretty much 15 minutes flat, nearly, for a full lap of the field here. Will Dixon on his way in the BMW. Slick looking car, this. They really do have this thing looking spectacular. It's amazing how different these hypers look from one to the other.
Just look how he just utilised that bit of racetrack there to let the car float out wide and get past Goddard's going to line up Ichikawa, no problem doing before this fast left-hander. This complex is so fast in a hyper.
And look, it just literally, even with the overtakes, did not unsettle him at all. I think very little to no gain from Bewley with that exchange. And now Bewley just now in the Toyota will have to navigate those two cars as well. So heaps going on for both alike, isn't it, J-Man? Both the GT class guys and these hyper drivers. They come into contact.
On them now. And I'd say probably clean up Isaac's car.
I think so here.
One.
You think so? Yep. And gets the line. Ichikawa just sneaking in behind there. I wouldn't say it's vastly different lines between the two cars, and there's a very much lap vehicle there. Even looks
so
like the other GT cars are actually coming up in behind that McLaren as well. So he's got a lot going on. He's got the hyper leaders rolling past, and now he's got the GT cars rolling past as well. So eyes on the mirror for Watkins.
Catches him at an awkward time too. So.
It's not quite as simple, is it?
Marshall's probably need to put the cup of tea down and start waving some flags.
Yeah, not quite as simple in the GT cars. Equally paced there as Watkins does. Notice now Goddard just runs it slightly deeper in the braking area, allows him past. Nice work again from all involved. But Watkins getting it done.
Our mate Tiggles has caught back up to Sam Wozzy and Davo. Look at. Part of me doesn't want to look at him in case I, in case I curse him. But the other part of me...
But you got to. You just got to, though, don't you? That's right. I'm hearing you. So, yeah, nice work from Hayden. And then, look, he's caught back up to Wozniak. So I suspect he's got Sam's measure here, pace-wise, tonight here at Sebring. For round 2 in the Rainlight Racing LMU Series 2025 Rainlight Racing LMU Series, mind you. Thanks for joining us here tonight. MATCHFIT delivering the official coverage here for round 2. Please hit the like and button, and if you're new to MATCHFIT Entertainment, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notifications. I'm just saying, don't want to miss out. We've got a solid program at the moment leading up to Christmas. 4 streams a week, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, so definitely hit the like, subscribe, and notifications. Thanks very much. Hayden Tegg still a J-man.
Oh,
Who are you looking at? Who are you looking at? Hayden. You
Send
can't
some-
take your eyes off him, can you?
No, I can't. I can't. At least it needs to send him some positive vibes, mate, because he's trying to work over Samo. And look, he's only back there through that mistake of his own through turn 1, and he's got some work to do.
True.
So no matter how this shakes out, Hayden Tegg has had a busy night behind the wheel.
Absolutely. And we love the guys that really do not let just a little slip up like that dampen their spirit and
Fraser coming through.
just get back on it and get cracking. You know the saying, mate, never back down, never stay down, just get into it again.
I don't know how to read that, was it? Hi, mate and J-Man. Well, I thought we were friends, Wally. You could have just said, hi, my mates. Hi, Wally.
Oh, he's sensitive tonight, Wally. Come on, he's not feeling very well.
Goddard now starting to really put some heat on Isaac Ichikawa. I love you, Wally. You're a top bloke. Yeah, Goddard now right on the back of the Lexus, and we've seen the different strengths and weaknesses between these two cars. Before we lost Harry Lawrence, just proving to us that the drive traction isn't everything that I said it was. I still feel like the Ferrari's good on entry.
It's got it, eh?
Good on exit. Yep.
Yeah, look, it's crazy. We love watching this toing and throwing. These guys hitting very similar numbers over the lap, J-Man. But the cars have their strengths and weaknesses throughout a lap. How many Ks is this place? 6 friggin' Ks. Like you said, it's a flat Bathurst. It's a lot going on. It's bumpy. It's crazy. A lot of turns. And
yeah, fortunately, there's a lot of runoff on the track. So, you know, we've seen a couple of whoopsies here. Fortunately, it hasn't ended up with, you know, a car in the wall. So,
no,
you're right, mate. You're right. I got you, Wazza. Yeah, no, it's definitely, for as high speed as it is and risky it is, they seem to all manage to keep him off the wall. However, Gunther Rowe didn't pick up on that one. Maybe his did meet the wall. Sure we'll
maybe he didn't get the memo. So yes, just quietly, Ichikawa fending off George Goddard. We've got to get back to Sam Wozniak, Hayden Tegg as well, J-Man. Yep. That's a ding-dong battle. In between those two, we've got Robbie Mitchell and Harry Lawrence in clean air, both of them. Both with their own fights on. Robbie Mitchell actually just, I don't know, is he... I don't think he's got Lawrence's pace, okay, so he's got nothing to fight for in front of him unless the boys make a mistake. So is all he doing just keeping Wozniak at bay, but he's got such a big gap on Wozniak. He's really just got to stay focused, bring that thing home, and that will bring him home. Where is he? 4th position in class at the moment. Actually, just look back there. He has actually got Wozniak and Hayden Tegg not far behind him, so he definitely needs to focus.
Yeah, look, Robbie's averages are probably where he should be, apart from maybe at the expense of Hayden Tegg with that mistake. Average over the last 5 laps for Robbie's around a 2:06.3 versus your leader Ichikawa, who's running an average of a 2:04.0, and that's a very impressive number based on the performance we've seen out of the Lexus for Isaac. And you know, if I go through the field, Teggy is a 5.6, so you know that kind of says that he probably should be somewhere up there in P3 or P4 on the averages. Because even Harry Lawrence with his little mishaps has dropped his average down to a 5.8. So you know, if you look at it across the board over the duration of the race so far, everyone maybe bar, I think, probably Lawrence and Tegg are probably where they're supposed to be based on outright performance over the consistency of the race. Will Dixon, however, though, what is his average? His average is a 49.2.
this Sam Wozniak, and Tag's off track again down there, and I think that's
just got there.
turn 5 or 6 or whatever the bloody hell it is down there at the end of the straight there, J-Man. Very tight, tricky little bloody corner there, and a bumpy braking area. Yeah, and it's one of the smoother braking areas here at bloody Sebring, but easily gotten wrong. So yeah, right up behind Sam Wozniak, passed, and then gives it back. So yeah, again, look, hey J-Man, we just a smidge over halfway. We would start to expect to see some pit stops, maybe. You think?
Yeah, look, yeah, we're probably okay. Like, so looking at the hypers, and we might just do a sort of half race recap or close to it. Will Dixon has 7.7 seconds lead over Nathan Purley with 19% energy remaining and 20% for Bewley. Fraser back 36.5 seconds with 21% remaining, and then Forodo looks to have recharged that thing, and he is maybe green. Yeah, he's green to go home on 71%, so made that stop, is a lap down.
Oh, so Forodo's in, is he? Okay.
Yeah, he's been in and serviced that thing, and he's out and he's into it. Obviously Gunther Rowe, we lost Gunther Rowe. Then when we get down to the GD3s, we'll look at Ichikawa. Okay, 16%. I think, 16% energy left. So I think we potentially could see them out for a little bit longer yet.
Okay, let's go back to the hypercars. And you said we talked about looks in the hypercars earlier. Okay. I don't know why, I've just picked up on the sound of Shane Forodo's Cadillac.
Oh, it's glorious.
So, looks, I'm thinking, maybe the Porsche and the BMW. For sound, 100% the Cadillac. It is amazing. Let's just put a big ass stonking freaking Chevy in there.
Sounds like some sort of cross-plane V8 or something. It's got a beautiful tone to it.
Listen to it. Spectacular stuff. And Shane, like J-Man just mentioned, already pitted. Lawrence in the pits, J-Man, just coming up on my data there as well. So
yeah, mate, carry in for a fuel and service. So look to make good at the back end of this. Like I said, first lap of the race, 202.865 for Harry. Last lap was a 203.5. So still a good battle going on. Top of town for the GD3s. George Goddard still very much in touch with Ichikawa at the moment.
100%. Just as we picked up on those last moments, as the cameras were on Shane Forodo, I did have to note that he was still pinching the front brakes in that car.
Yeah. That might have been the early pit stop. He might have been racing around an Aussie 50-cent piece, but
which would not be nice.
No, on the new wheel, and it was probably sending Morse code signals up through the steering.
And that'll rattle the fillings out, that's for sure. So eyes on Goddard chasing down Ichikawa. This has been a race-long battle, J-Man. So definitely one to keep an eye on. We'll just go back one to Robbie Mitchell here as we just see, and that's Bewley sneaking around in the Toyota. The hyper taxi.
Awkward moment too for Harry Lawrence post pit stop came out, and Chris Fraser just rounded him up, and it looked incredibly tight on the exit. However, he is out and serviced, comes out ahead of Foxy and Perko, who actually I'll be watching a little bit over the last 4 laps, starting to close up a little bit out on track.
So Perkins on Fox.
3 seconds behind probably Fox. Well, Fox
Fox makes a mistake.
An opportunity for Perko.
Perko has a good look. He's up beside him. Makes it happen. Oh no. Fox
Fox
contests
is
it.
going to try and, yeah, Cam Perko go around the outside. There's a left-hander coming.
Woo!
Oh, and he just whips
Oh,
it up.
he did too. He just got a little bit of wheel spin there. So we were just trying to change to an in-car there. Bloody hell. Oh.
Oh, there's been a lot of wheel work going on.
Oh my God, yes.
Watkins into the pit lane as well on the McLaren.
So Lee Perkins, Lee Perkins has got to think less tarmac rally, more tarmac GT3.
What do you think? Is there too much AC rally this week?
Oh, well, either that or something else. But yeah, he's got to focus on what he's doing, and just remember, he's in a bloody Lamborghini now, not a freaking Hyundai, whatever the hell he drives. So nice work. That is a ongoing little battle going on there, J-Man. As is the Ichikawa, George Goddard. These guys inseparable. Like seriously, only literally a handful of car legs between these guys the whole race. And what have we got left? 30 minutes, man. So
yeah, fantastic. The boys always putting on a show for us. And I tell you what, a drive-through penalty for Chris Fraser.
Oh, really?
A drive-through penalty for Chris Fraser. Now, what would that be for? I can only imagine that is a track limit infringement, potentially. So
I don't see that data. So who's that? Chris Fraser.
Yeah. Yeah, Chris Fraser with a drive-through. I'll see what I can bring up on that.
Oh, no.
Okay,
here we go. He's in the pits. Chris Fraser's in the pits too, J-Man.
Yep.
And Hayden Tegg, actually just in behind Fraser as well. So here's that little flurry of pit stops. We were sort of starting, well, we thought, we just knew was coming, didn't we, really?
Yeah.
We're now a little over halfway. 38 odd minutes to run in a 75-minute race. So that is Fraser rolling through. You can see him in the distance in the camera shot there. He actually just did his drive through there as we picked up on.
He's down to 9%, so he's got to come in again shortly. So that's
unfortunate.
Going to light up Shane Fotodo's eyes as to see what he can do from P4. Can he put this thing on a podium with the absence of Gunther Rowe as well? There's only 4 cars in the hyper field. Can Shane Fotodo jag a podium out of this one?
Tegg's
expensive Chris Fraser.
Yeah, absolutely. Teggle's coming out just behind. I think that was the Robbie Mitchell Bilstein BMW.
Yep.
Or was it? No, it wasn't. It was not.
Oh, no. It would have been...
Who was?
Harry Lawrence.
So it must be out of position car.
Yeah, it must be.
Let me have a look. Oh, it's disappeared. Anyway. So, Hayden Tegg, one of the pit stoppers already. We also have Ichikawa and Goddard. These guys covering off each other's pit stops here. Will Dixon also in the pits, J-Man. The leader of the race, mind you, actually is rolling out right now as we were just scoping on the Ichikawa George Goddard little scenario going on here. Goddard off the jacks, Ichikawa off the jacks. Here we go. Here we go, all right.
They both did a very, very good job of that.
Let's get a bit of in-car here from Goddard.
Well, there's a net gain there to Ichikawa.
This catches me off guard all the time. I have never used that pit lane, ever. it's that I've driven. There goes the Porsche just past Goddard there. So every time they come out of the pits and they turn right, I think hang on, what's going on? But here they are, basically through T1. And that was, who was that just sneaking past, should I say? Oh, I should know who that was. Chris Fraser in the Porsche, actually, just sneaking past the two boys there, George Goddard and Ichikawa. J-Man.
Oh, okay, so
Okay,
Dixie's
let's
been
go.
in the pits.
Again? Or
No,
just
Dixie's
the
been
once?
for his one stop. So that's why Bewley was in the lead. Now Bewley to the pit lane.
Dixon. Look, the amount of distance that these things can travel extremely quickly is freaking amazing. So we're looking at Dixon. He's coming around these final couple of corners. J-Man, call it.
Yeah, well, Bewley's off the jacks.
Yeah, I'm seeing that now.
Down at 60k an hour. But here comes, there he goes, straight past
Dixon. And Bewley still has another 50 metres in the pit lane, which means about freaking 300 metres on track for Dixon.
Oh, every bit of it. And Chris Fraser leaves the pit lane as well. Oh, sorry, Chris Fraser in the lane. This will be for his stop.
There you go. Yep, that's the Porsche.
So, trying to get a read on Shane Fodder. Okay, he's just in sector 1, so some work to do for Shane Fodder.
Hey, mate.
They cover a lot of ground. Stop go issued for
What's that, Dixon?
Jason Bone. And he's on 0% energy as well. So that'll be plus 100. He's got a couple of hypers to deal with now as well.
Oh, Fraser on his way out. Fodder still not down to the back straight yet. Fraser rolls out on to the track.
Yeah, no, I think so. Mitchie, sorry, just responding
so
to Mitchie in regards to Harry Lawrence. He's around 17 seconds off the front too. So I think with 24 or just under minutes left to go, I think barring disaster, I think Harry Lawrence is the best he can hope for right now. Is a podium. He put up such a great fight in the opening sector of this race to claw his way up to third, but a few little mistakes crept in, and
red hot crack.
The consistent pace of Ichikawa and Goddard has been impressive. Hayden Tech, though, he is going to have nightmares about the part number on the back of Sam Wozniak's of his BMW.
Well, why? Because every time he gets close enough to read it, he throws the car off the track. It's just a poor bugger. Stop focusing on the barcode on the back of what's the X car. Hayden, come on, stay focused. 22 minutes, a little under 23 minutes, should I say, left to run here. J-Man in Rainlight Racing's 2025 third LMU series for the year as we wind down to Christmas. Just some, quick 6 bloody round championship just to finish things off for the year. Awesome stuff. Obviously, proudly broadcast to you by myself, Davo here, and J-Man on MATCHFIT Entertainment. Just a part of our very busy schedule, ladies and gentlemen. So, just remember that. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and hit your notifications. We have got plenty coming. Watch tomorrow night. A little bit of iRacing, more iRacing on Saturday. Should I say Wednesday night, and then back to the old faithful ACC on a Thursday night. We got everything going on, J-Man.
Yeah, speaking of what's going on, just going to give you a quick update as per Mitch's request. Will Dixon last lap round was a 49.6 versus Nathan Bewley's 50.4, and then Chris Fraser was round with a 51.1. So that's the top 3 in the hyperclass. The top three in the GT3 class, 2:04.4 last lap round for Isaac Ichikawa, and a 2:04.5 for George Goddard, and Harry Lawrence round with a 2:04.7. So a little bit of pace falling out of the track at the back end here, but nonetheless still very, very good times, and their averages are very, very impressive. So the averages very close between the top three in the GT3s, 2:15.3 Ichikawa, 2:15.5 for Goddard, and then a 2:16.9 for Harry Lawrence versus Will Dixon. Gets a 5-lap average, last 5 laps of a 2-minute flat 0.6 versus a 2:01.2 for Bewley, and then a 2:07.6 for Chris Fraser. So that'll be by way of in the last 2 laps he's had to trundle through pit lane twice, once for a stop go, once for a service. Yeah, impressive times, Mitch, for sure.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Plenty going on, J-Man, as we are starting to wind down. Only 20 minutes to go. This 20 minutes will go quickly for all, as we just see Shane Fondo well off track in the Cadillac there, just flexing out there on the outside. You know.
Yeah, look, he's had a good talk to Shane earlier tonight, and he said he's really just coming to terms with this car, and he said it very much felt like he was playing a game in fast forward. So obviously a lot happening fast, and I think he's done a great job just to be consistent out there and just keep the thing pointing the front.
Well,
in the right
keep it pointed in the right direction. I think is look, in those things a bit of a challenge, and particularly here at Sebring where it's so bumpy, aero or not a very nice track to drive on, even in a GT car. So I can imagine in the hypercars, these guys have got plenty to think about. J-Man.
Yep.
Eyes on Ichikawa at the moment, J-Man. Just keeping it solid, like really is. Just no mistakes. Goddard, the same, actually. Goddard doesn't look like he's pushing too hard at the moment. I think he's just like staying focused. He's got second position. He's thinking about the long game. Short series here with the 6 rounds, so just keeping it clean and just keeping Ichikawa, young Isaac, in his vision there. Harry Lawrence, like you mentioned earlier, oh look what could have been, but a few little mistakes niggling into his race, and finds himself well back from those boys actually at current, but still third in class, J-Man. So no mean feat. Robbie Mitchell back at 8th or 4th in class. Sam Wozniak 5th. Hayden Tegg in 6th. Ryan Clements in 7th. Lee Perkins 8th. And Robbie Fox and Watkins rounding out the top 10 in the GT class, mind you, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, and just watching Lee Perkins there, it's just starting to make some inroads. 3.7 seconds the gap for him to maybe get up to P7. Ryan Clements inside the next 17 and 3/4 minutes. So some work to do. Still, there's a carrot there. Perko going to chase it. And once again, I thought Isaac was starting to run away a little bit with this, but every time I look back, Goddard just seems to pull another couple of dents, and just, you know, these guys are going to have to do this for the next just over a quarter of an hour if they want to, you know, stay this way, because they're both pushing hard, they're both running good laps. A little bit of a run wide there for Ichikawa, missed the apex down there, and that just closes the margin down as well.
Yeah, look, I was only just saying this. I think Goddard is just focused at the moment. He doesn't look like he's pushing the car. He's keeping Ichikawa in eyesight and in touch. Obviously pressuring just by the times alone. He doesn't need to be up in his mirror. Just his times and that gap is enough to pressure Ichikawa. We saw, just like you just called, little mistake from Ichikawa, and that's all it takes, isn't it? Oh, as we talk about it, Goddard well into the fence.
What does that mean for Harry Lawrence?
That means a lot for Harry Lawrence. Where is Harry Lawrence? Here he comes, Harry Lawrence. Oh, as we just see the Cadillac swing past, how damaged is Goddard's car going to be, J-Man? I am not sure. It looks bad.
We'll get it on board and just have a look what the wheel work looks like.
Okay, well, I tell you what, we can see the two boys, Harry Lawrence and George Goddard, in freaking camera shot now. This has changed the game. As we were just starting to wrap things up, just going, oh yeah, no, as long as Goddard just stays in touch with Ichikawa here, then the whole freaking game changed. In the blink of an eye, Goddard into the wall hard, J-Man.
And super hard.
That car does not look good. Oh, look at the front of it. Plenty of damage on that car. I just wonder how he's... I wonder how that car is... Oh, it just looks a bit sketchy.
Yeah, look, and Lee Perkins, I mentioned that gap was 3.7 seconds. It's now 0.6, 0.5 in closing. He is absolutely got... Ryan Clements in the crosshairs now, and Clements carrying some front right damage on that Ferrari as well.
So a couple of Ferraris out there with some front damage. Goddard and Clemens. Two vastly different ends of the field. Oh, well. Oh, Perkins. Oh, is that Clemens into the pits there? Did Clemens go? Oh, he just gets it done. Perkins is through.
Yeah, got it done. Coming out of Le Mans curve, heading down the Almond Straight before Sunset Bend. I thought he might have had a look down here, but he's already got it done. Opposing lines here. Perko looking for a very shallow traditional line through there. Clements going out wide and cutting back. Opposing lines here. Perko looking for a very shallow traditional line. Perko gets the job done to get up to P7. Hayden Tegg finds himself in the good company of Sam Wozniak once again. Said that a couple of times tonight. Hayden Tegg has a big look down there. Finds himself in the good company of Sam Wozniak one. Couple of times tonight. Hayden Tegg has a big. Tell you what, as good as Will Dixon's been tonight, out there leading from the front, aboard Nathan Bewley, I've sort of looked consistently. It's over the last probably 20 minutes, half an hour. It's just been consistently 7.5 to 8.5 seconds. So shows that Bewley's really come on strong late in the race, as he's about to come up and round up Harry Lawrence for, I suspect, probably the third or fourth time in this race.
So, how things can change so quickly, J-Man. Amazing stuff. A little bit of an audio bug just creeping in there. Can you just check your stream? We still good, live running, all good, sweet as guys. Yep, no worries, awesome stuff.
Yeah, it sounds good, my end, mates. And just watching Tiggy here, having a good look at Sam Wozniak. Holds a very shallow line that time through, did Hayden Tegg.
And doesn't look like he suffered too much from it either, J-Man. Right. So, nice work. Again, Tegg's chasing Wozniak.
But, yeah, look. Ichikawa now with just over 12.5 minutes to run, got a 15.3 second lead now over George Goddard. And the way that Ichikawa's been driving this race, you wouldn't think he's going to relinquish too much of that.
So we just got over the rear wing of Will Dixon's car as he rolled past. I'm pretty sure that was Ichikawa. He just rolled past. Man, down.
Yeah, it was.
He's gone already.
Yep.
I can't even see Ichikawa. He's literally disappeared in the distance. Just get a quick glance of him there. So amazing stuff. 2 corners here at Sebring, all over, and carries on. Ichikawa unfazed, Will Dixon unfazed, George Goddard on the other hand will be literally holding his breath right to the end. How much have we got to go, J-Man? Nearly
Just over 11 minutes.
Little over
Yep.
11 minutes. George will be just sweating.
Obviously, around about 5 or 6 laps left of this race, and I tell you what, Harry Lawrence is going to start pushing.
He's coming because Lawrence will smell the blood. Lawrence has made his own mistakes too throughout the race too, J-Man. So he will be conscious of that and want to just keep that car in check and hold down that 3rd position. Robbie Mitchell in 4th, Sam Wozniak with Hayden Tegg in tow. Now these two. Again, or still, should we say. Back at it. Oh, God. I don't know. Every time we seem to put a camera on a Ferrari, oh, God, as Teggles just gets off onto the sand there, it seems to just throw itself into the wall. So we're not going to hang on Teggles too long. And, look, I don't even look, and so I flicked to my good friend Lee Perkins. I don't want to speak him either, so I don't know. Who are we watching, J-Man? I like all these boys. I don't want to give them the commentator's curse. Shane should be able to handle it. Let's get into the Cadillac.
You just like the sound of it, Dave.
I do. I can't deny it. And again, that pinch of the brakes, and oh, look, that time, and well, there you go. I cursed him straight away. That pinch of the brakes.
I think we have it right there. It's you, mate. It's the camera guy.
Totally, man. Look, I'll walk away now. I'm just.
No. I need you. I can't reach the cameras from here. But yeah, once again, what do we got? We got Nathan Purley. He's just coming up behind Foxy.
Oh, Fraser actually just coming around Teggles and Ichikawa there. Oh no, should I say Teggs and Wozniak? And quickly just sails on by.
Like nothing.
Robert Mitchell into one very wide line there. That was one of the. Oh, that was Chris Fraser who won.
Yeah, Goddard rounding up Watkins there, and that gap now just dropped by half. So that gap now
to
between
Lawrence.
Harry Lawrence.
Yep.
Well, not quite half, but around 2.1. It was 3.6.
Notice Watkins in the background there.
Just got out the way there. So that really favoured Lawrence, I think, that exchange.
So nice work from obviously Hayden Tegg, Sam Wozniak, inseparable most of the race. Obviously Robbie Mitchell and Harry Lawrence have spent a little bit of time in some clear air, unlike George Goddard and Isaac Ichikawa. However, the recent exchange with the Ferrari, George Goddard's Ferrari and the wall, has changed things a little bit. Ichikawa easily leading the GT3 class, with Goddard now probably defending his 2nd position to a certain extent with, what have we got, J-Man? A little over 7 minutes to go from Harry Lawrence. Has Harry Lawrence got it? Maybe not. But maybe. I mean, look how close he is
seconds. Now. I reckon he's half a chance to get there. Getting there will be one thing, getting past will be another, because, man, Goddard has driven beautifully by that one mistake there tonight.
True that.
Them on their consistency, but Harry Lawrence, if you give him a look, we've seen him, the way he sets this car up, outside, inside. Over under. Once again, though, I just see he misses the apex there. I wonder if that's intentional, given the exit's very short for the switchback and can run across the curb. So
yeah, he's running a totally different line. Is Lawrence very much that deep in, shallow out line, and then what it does is it might break a little bit earlier, but he picks up the throttle a lot earlier as well. The car's a lot straighter on the exit of the corner. So different
they got Shane Fodderno just rounding them up now. Hayden Tegg. Oh, so sorry. Did I miss
yeah, so that's Tegg's pass, Wozniak. Yeah, I just seen that myself. Yeah, same.
See, that's the one time we took the cameras off and there's thank you, boys, I'll get this done now. Well done.
God, if we could ever have new tools, it would be replay options for LMU, I tell ya. But here we are.
You know a guy.
Oh, yes, well.
Maybe rustle something up for us, mate.
We're working on something. But here we are. Sam Wozniak finally succumbing to the pressure from Hayden Tegg. Teggles now in 5th position provisionally in the GT3 class. So nice work. Robbie Mitchell still holding 4th. Harry Lawrence in 3rd. Chasing down George Goddard, and the time is ticking away very quickly. So that is where the little battle is at the moment.
Wozniak's not done with Teggy here, mate.
You think so? Well, Teggles is actually in traffic from the looks of it now.
No, that was...
Oh, that was one of the hypers going past there?
Yeah, that was Dixie. That was Dixie just cleaning those boys up.
Well, that's not
maybe
traffic.
One last time. Yep. But I can't help but think that, yeah, Tegg's going to have to just really drive these last couple of laps super straight, because Sam is still right there. Once again, that Lexus just, the BMW, the front-mounted rear-wheel drive is just really getting off the corners quite nicely, but the Ferraris really send it in hard. Another hyper comes through. That'll be Nathan Bewley rounding up.
Teggles.
Wozniak and Teggles, yeah, for sure. So well done. Now, Harry Lawrence, 1.9 seconds. So we've still seen George with the ability just to stretch that out. It was down at 1.6 there a lap ago. He just stretched it out. So Harry Lawrence, look at the pace difference. Chris Fraser coming through in the hyper.
Impressive stuff. And look, all these guys handling it so well. The discipline here. I know there's only 5 hypers on track here and a little over a dozen GT cars, but these guys are so in tune and super clean racing. We saw it last week. We're seeing it again here this week at Sebring. So impressive stuff. Here in Rainlight Racing's 2025 third LMU series for the year. Proudly broadcast to you by MATCHFIT Entertainment. Hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. You know the game. Come on, click the button. And if you're new, hit the like and subscribe. J-Man, we're winding down 2.5 minutes odd here, yet to go.
There you go, Harry Lawrence. Made the apex at that corner for the first time that I've seen tonight. And looked good. Looked like he picked it from nicely. 1.6 seconds is the margin again.
And he's got a friggin' run this time. Yeah.
Yep. So, don't pick power, Georgie boy.
Definitely not.
You've got the Vasek Gullivan Lexus behind you, and he'd dearly love to try and grab one more spot. So I reckon he's got his work cut out from his Harry Lawrence, and Isaac Ichikawa is just out there.
Oh, he's just smashing it out.
Ahead. Yep.
Smashing it out. A little under 2 minutes to go. Will Dixon
What has happened with Will Dixon? He has only got 3.5 seconds up the road. It went from 9 seconds to 3.5. What has happened to Dixie? Did he make a mistake?
He's had a slip. He's surely had a slip there, J-Man.
Well, he's only got to come round one more time.
He's got to stay focused. That's what he's got to do one more time. These laps, super quick. But here it is.
Bewley races the long game very, very well. He hasn't had the pace by about 0.4 of a second on average most laps throughout the race. You know, like I think if we look at the last lap, 5-lap averages, a 49.7 plays a 49.9, so it is a lot closer now. But yeah, just no mistakes from Bewley.
No mistakes.
Just super consistent. Obviously, Dixie's been the fast guy, but just have to trip up once, obviously, and we've just seen that. So what is the margin? It is 3.8 seconds is the gap, with effectively 1 to go. No mistakes required for Dixie, otherwise Bewley will be all over him.
You can see him.
Harry Lawrence now, 1.2 seconds, makes the apex on that corner again. He's got Goddard in his sights. This will be the last lap. Can he pull back a second? It's a big ask.
Lawrence's car looks like a freaking drop by. I'm surprised it's turning as well as it does. And no surprise, Lawrence is finally caught up. I'm sure Goddard's just going, shit, another lap? Really? He wind down towards the end.
And I'll tell you what, I bet you Hayden Tegg wishes he was about another 15 minutes, because he's only 3.9 seconds off the back of Robbie Mitchell now for a top 4. But it will be done very, very shortly. We've got to get back maybe to Dixie, Bewley. 2.8 seconds, it's closing. These things cover a serious amount of ground in a very short time. This is the final sector of the lap. They have only effectively got probably 3 more corners to run. And come out here.
And they can see clearly there, ladies and gentlemen, the timer is 0. So this is the final lap. So run down past the pit lane into the final corner. Sparks are flying from Dixon's car with Bewley in tow, and look at how close these two are. J-Man, Will Dixon across the start finish line to take out Rainlight Racing's 2025 season LMU Series 3 Round 2. There you go, Sebring. I spat it out. There we go. We got that. Nathan Bewley, Chris Fraser. Next cab off the rank, then Shane Flotado. Isaac Ichikawa, J-Man. This is not over. We still have the GT3 class to run across the line. George Goddard praying he can bring that busted ass Ferrari home. Oh, man, look at that car. It's cooked.
He's done a nice job since the spin to actually maintain that, because I thought that it was a lot more damage here. Cheers for the watch, Mitchy, mate. Appreciate your input. Catch you again soon. But yeah,
Thanks,
he's done a beautiful job to maintain that P2. And look, led a good portion of the race at the start. He looked so good. Had the measure for a fair bit with Ichikawa. I think he got a little bit caught up at one point with one of the hypers coming through, or a little bit of traffic, and that really gave Ichikawa the opportunity, but Ichikawa grabbed it with both hands and took off, and the net result is we see Isaac Ichikawa coming down one last time into Sunset Bend, tips it in, holds around a 120 odd K average through that corner, and then feeds it out to grab the top spot for the GT3s at round 2 here at Sebring, Rainlight Racing's season 11. Goddard hangs on to P2. Yeah, cheers for the watch, Lisa. You did good. Hayden did well. Got up to P5 of what was a challenging night. And Harry Lawrence grabs a podium. P3 for Harry Lawrence in the end.
Yes, absolutely. And yeah, definitely Lisa, Hayden doing a stellar job. Definitely towards the end of the race there, recovering really well. and just getting it right when it counts. So, J-Man, J-Man,
How do I get rid of that thing?
how many
There you go.
interviews do you want to do?
Oh, we'll do it. We'll do a couple. We'll do a couple, mate.
Well, I'm going to
Yeah,
leave that up to you. So
it's getting on, so we'll just do a couple.
it is getting on.
And
It is getting on.
so look, I think the first one is we'll grab Ichikawa. Where is Isaac? Oh, here he is. Here he is. I got him. Okay, we will bring
Stand by.
race round 2, race winner for the GT3s, and in a fantastic presented car. And what a race! Isaac, you got us on comms.
G'day guys, how you going?
Good, mate. What a fantastic drive. Had a little bit of everything for you through the early to mid phase of that race. Big battle going on with Goddard, and then obviously Harry Lawrence on the move as well, mate. How you feeling after that one?
Yeah, pretty good actually. When I saw George had a spin and Harry, I was kind of actually a little bit disappointed because I was hoping for a good battle, but nonetheless, me and George had a good battle at the start of the race, and when he got caught up with the hypercar, I just had to take the opportunity. Sometimes you win some, you lose some, especially with multi-class, and then had a good side-by-side race with George through the Sector 3.
Oh, it was fantastic, mate. We saw it, and albeit he got hung up a little bit, you guys still went side by side, and he made you work for it, and it was a fantastic display of obviously respect out there, because you guys gave a little bit of a touch actually coming down the Ullman Straight. I did see, but outside of that was very, very good. And then I think the call for us tonight, mate, is the Lexus looked very good. Off corner exit drive traction was good. The Ferrari's typically very good under brakes and in the mid phase, but you just looked like you had that thing set up beautifully for the bumps tonight, mate.
Mate, yeah, it was enjoyable to drive. I mean, I've had literally no practice. Yesterday, myself, Nathan, George, and Hayden, we did the Bahrain 8-hour,
Right.
and that's the livery that I was running tonight. So yeah, hats off to the boys for doing that, and then jumping on again tonight and putting on a show. But hey, that's what it's about, isn't it?
Yeah, mate. So you obviously came into this one match fit, so to speak, mate. You got an 8-hour under your belt before that one, and it really showed. And at the end, obviously with that little bit of a whoopsie from Georgie, that gave you a really nice buffer. You really just got to bring that home. But the averages were very, very good all night. The laps that you guys were trading were impressive. And other than I think Harry Lawrence when he was coming through, they were super tight, mate. So well done on a well-earned, and it was well-earned because you did have to earn it.
Yeah, for
victory
sure.
here tonight in the GT3 class, mate. Well done.
Yeah, thanks guys. Thanks for streaming as per usual, and yeah, hopefully I can see you guys next Monday, depending on work, but we'll see how we go.
Awesome, mate. Appreciate the time. Thank you, Isaac.
Cheers, boys.
All right, so there you go. That is Isaac Ichikawa racing the Lexus into P1 here at round 2. Next cab off the rank will be, I will grab down the hyper class winner for tonight here at Rainlight Racing's round 2 at Sebring. Will Dixon, you got us on comms?
Yeah, mate. How are you?
Mate, we're not going to talk too much about the second to last lap because we actually didn't see what happened. We'll talk about the 99% that happened before that. What a display, mate. Fantastic pace of the car.
Yeah, we won't worry about those last couple of laps there, mate.
Give yourself a bit of a scare there, mate. Were you not excited enough?
Well, the first one was I was coming around Harry, and I didn't want to jump back in front of him, so I broke off line and then locked the rears. And then the next one was like 2 laps later. I just fucking wasn't paying attention.
Yeah. Now, look, we saw the hypercars tonight out there, obviously incredibly quick. This is all pretty new to us up here. Fantastic to watch, but, it didn't come without incidents for a lot of them, mate. We saw the caddy of Shane Fodderdo, constant inside front locking. We obviously saw a DNF from Gunther Rowe, obviously had a major with that one. And then Chris Fraser with a drive through, and then obviously Nathan Bewley, really consistent, but it just looked like consistently yourself. You had the measure the whole way through. The car looked super comfy. The pace, coming down the Ullman Straight at bang on around 300k, and then tipping it in to that final turn. The thing, we often talk about Sebring with the bumps. It just didn't look like the bumps bothered you.
Or they certainly do. You just sort of lifting a lot earlier and just sort of coasting it in to not get that slide around the corner to where it's real bumpy on that last turn. So just sort of trying to look after it in the first stint, really. But yeah, Shane just told me he had all his vents shut, so that's why he was cooking the car the whole race.
Okay. So just quickly before we let you go too, Will, just give us a little bit of insight, Chris, just quickly, and the viewers on what's going on in a hypercar, let alone qualifying, but in a race when it comes to regen, and how busy are you operating that system? Are you changing it? Are you asking more or less of the car at different phases of the race, or are you pretty much set and go?
Yeah, I haven't done a whole lot in the hypercars. Did a little bit in the LMP2, but yeah, I just changed the power map from like 30 to 40 just to watch that regen, and then, like I said, you just gotta just lift a little bit through the stint, and then a bit harder on the brakes to get that regen going. But other than that, it's all pretty good. Sometimes you do a little bit more roll bar, depends on the tyre life.
Yep. So your adjustable roll bars in car?
Yeah, it's pretty handy.
Yeah, nice. So in respect to that race tonight, obviously a very dominant display. Were there times when the car was starting to lose balance that you did reach for those roll bars?
Only those last couple laps we don't want to talk about.
Right. Okay.
But
No,
other than that, it was all pretty smooth.
okay. Well, look, it's a cool insight, mate, and we might press you a little bit more over the coming weeks about what goes on for a hyper driver in the series. But hey, once again, fantastic race, mate. It was literally every time we went to the car, it just looked hooked up. You looked like you were fully in tune with it. So well done on a victory, mate.
No worries. Cheers, fellas. Thank you.
Well done. That is Will Dixon getting the top spot in the hypercar tonight. Davo, what a fantastic display. I feel like that was a whole lot
Amazing.
busier than the last time we were here at Sebring, mate.
I think so. Well, we had 2 races to call, but,
Yep.
in one.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely brings a different dynamic to the race.
Yep.
What I think essentially was probably a smaller field than we called here last time we were at Sebring too, J-Man, to be honest. So plenty going on, and definitely plenty to talk about. But these guys, as usual, mate, class acts. There's a few of them out there. We fanboy on them off and on throughout the seasons. And look, it's just those usual suspects. Damn, these guys are good, J-Man. And look, it does make our job easier, to be honest, doesn't it, mate? Because these guys put on the show. All we got to do is sit up here and talk about it. But these guys are putting on the show, and they did it again tonight, didn't they, mate?
Yeah, look, a few names probably back again next week as well, obviously with the absence of Crossy and Pete Dawson. So yeah,
Yeah,
it'll be
definitely.
entertaining again next week. So hey, look, appreciate
For
being
sure.
back on myself. I missed this platform for a little bit with technical issues, but hey, look, we look to be back on track. And like I said earlier, I'm going to probably let Davo wrap the show up. But before he does, just don't forget, if you're a fan of MatchFit, just remember we are here 4 nights a week at the moment, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm sure there's something there for you to get your fix. We appreciate the support. Keeps the wheel spinning. So I'll sign out. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you, J-Man. And great to have my wingman back and on board with the LMU stuff on a Monday night. There, J-Man. Thanks. Awesome stuff. We are next week just staying on LMU, obviously, and Rainlight Racing. And next Monday. Remember, next Monday. LMU series for Rainlight Racing is at Imola. You can see the calendar right there. And I'm sure, look, if the last 2 weeks is anything to go by, it's going to be friggin' awesome. We love it. We love the boys at Rainlight and Monday night streaming for LMU. Like J-Man mentioned, very busy schedule for MatchFit Entertainment. So please subscribe to the channel and please hit your notifications. We got so much going on during the weeks. During the week, 4 streams. So Monday nights is LMU with Rainlight Racing. Supercars NZ with their V8 series on iRacing. We've got ASR NZ with their MX5 series on a Wednesday night, and then back to the old school ACC stuff for ASR NZ as well on a Thursday night. So look, get involved, and yeah, thanks for your support, you freaking legends. Thanks for everybody that tuned in tonight and hitting us up on the chat box, which is awesome stuff. You know how we love to talk. So just hit us up on the chat box. Awesome stuff. And look, I think that's a wrap. J-Man's already out of here. He's off to the bar, so I need to chase him. Thanks for Rainlight Racing. Thanks, MatchFit Entertainment. I think we've got to throw... Oh, yeah, Sim Blacks has got to go in there as well. True to Life Racing, Crossy 43. Blah, blah, blah. See you next week. Monday night. Don't forget, like and subscribe. See you next week.